Have you ever looked at one of those breathtaking images from the James Webb Space Telescope and just felt small? Swirls of gas, glittering stars, entire galaxies hanging in the void. They're beautiful, almost like paintings. But what if they're more than that? What if, hidden within those cosmic brushstrokes, is proof that we are not alone? What if the next stunning astrophotography image you see isn't just a galaxy, but a hidden city? Today, we're diving deep into a mind-bending idea, that the very images we capture of deep space could be our first true glimpse of alien life, revealing civilizations far beyond our reach. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about the universe. For decades, our search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, has been dominated by listening. We've been pointing massive radio telescopes at the sky, straining to hear a signal, a whisper, a cosmic hello. It's a noble effort, but it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack the size of the cosmos. We're listening for specific frequencies, hoping aliens are broadcasting in a way we can understand, and at the exact moment, we're listening. It's a search with immense limitations. But what if we've been looking with our ears when we should have been using our eyes? The advent of super telescopes like Hubble, and now the James Webb Space Telescope, has given humanity an unprecedented view of the cosmos. These aren't just powerful lenses, they're time machines. The light they capture has traveled for millions, sometimes billions of years to reach us. So, when we look at a distant galaxy, we're seeing it as it was in the distant past. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Let's think about our own planet. If an alien civilization with a powerful telescope were looking at Earth from, say, 65 million light-years away, they wouldn't see our cities, our satellites, or the glow of Times Square. They'd be seeing Earth as it was during the age of the dinosaurs. The evidence of our intelligence, our technology, our entire civilization would be completely invisible. This is the challenge of cosmic distances. But what about a truly advanced civilization? Not just a few hundred years ahead of us, but thousands or even millions of years more advanced. The legendary physicist Freeman Dyson proposed an idea back in the 1960s that could change the game. He theorized that a sufficiently advanced civilization, a Type 2 or Type 3 on the Kardashev scale, would have energy needs so vast that they would eventually have to harness the entire energy output of their star. How would they do that? He imagined they might build a massive structure around their star to capture its energy. This theoretical megastructure is now famously known as a Dyson sphere. Imagine a complete shell, or maybe a swarm of orbiting habitats and solar collectors, completely enveloping a star. From the outside, it wouldn't look like a normal star. It would be dimmer in the visible light spectrum, but it would radiate a tremendous amount of heat in the infrared. It would have a unique, artificial-looking thermal signature. This is something we can look for. It's a techno-signature, a piece of evidence that indicates the presence of technology. Finding a Dyson sphere wouldn't be like hearing a faint radio signal. It would be like seeing a skyscraper in the middle of a desert, an undeniable sign of intelligent construction. In 2015, the astronomy community was buzzing with excitement over a star called CAC 8462852, better known as Tabby's star. The Kepler Space Telescope, which was designed to find exoplanets by looking for tiny, regular dips in a star's light as a planet passes in front of it, observed something bizarre. Tabby's star was dimming, but not in a regular, predictable way. The dips in its brightness were erratic and huge, sometimes blocking as much as 22% of the star's light. To put that in perspective, a giant planet like Jupiter passing in front of our sun would only block about 1% of its light. The natural explanations just didn't quite fit. A swarm of comets, a planetary collision, they were all plausible, but none fully explained the strange behavior. The most exciting and most controversial hypothesis was that we were seeing an alien megastructure under construction, perhaps a Dyson swarm in its early stages. While further observation has suggested that a massive cloud of dust is the most likely culprit, Tabby's star opened our minds. It forced us to seriously consider that the evidence for alien civilizations might not be a radio wave, but a shadow cast across a star millions of light years away. It taught us to look for the weird, the anomalous, the things that just don't look natural. But let's think even bigger. A Dyson sphere is about harvesting energy. What about living space? A civilization that has mastered interstellar engineering might not be content with just planets. They could construct vast artificial habitats, O'Neill cylinders, or even entire artificial worlds. These structures, if large enough, could be detectable. They might block starlight in unusual ways, or reflect it with a strange spectral signature that doesn't match any known natural object. Our telescopes are becoming so powerful that we're moving into an era where we can analyze the light from individual exoplanets to determine the composition of their atmospheres. We look for signatures of oxygen, methane, and water, biosignatures that could hint at life. But what if we also started looking for the atmospheric signatures of industrial pollutants, the chemical byproducts of a massive planet-wide civilization? That would be a techno-signature of a different kind, written in the very air of a distant world. Think about city lights. On a clear night, away from light pollution, you can see the faint band of the Milky Way. But from space, the most striking feature of our planet at night isn't the stars. It's the web of lights that traces out our continents. The glow of New York, London, Tokyo. Could we detect the city lights of an alien civilization? It's an incredible challenge. We'd be looking for a tiny, faint pinprick of artificial light next to the blazing furnace of its parent star. But it's not impossible. With future telescopes and advanced techniques to block out the starlight, we might one day be able to spot the faint, persistent glow of a planet-wide city on an exoplanet. Imagine that image. A pale blue dot, just like ours, but with its own unique pattern of light. A silent testament to the existence of another thinking species in the cosmos. So, how does this change the way we look at those beautiful astrophotos? It transforms them from passive portraits of the universe into active crime scenes where we are the detectives searching for clues. Every point of light, every smudge of a galaxy, every weirdly shaped nebula becomes a potential lead. Astronomers and citizen scientists are already doing this. Projects like Galaxy Zoo have enlisted hundreds of thousands of people to help classify galaxies. While the primary goal is to understand galaxy formation, who's to say that one of those volunteers won't spot something odd? A galaxy with a strangely uniform core, a structure that looks too perfect, too symmetrical to be natural. This is a paradigm shift. The search for alien life is no longer just about listening for a message sent directly to us. It's about cosmic archaeology. We are sifting through the ruins and artifacts of the universe, looking for the fingerprints of intelligence. These civilizations might not even exist anymore. If we see a techno-signature in a galaxy a billion light years away, we are seeing the ghost of a civilization that rose and perhaps fell a billion years ago. Their light, their legacy, is just reaching us now. We might be the first to ever know they existed. It's a humbling and profound thought. It means that the next great discovery might not come from a radio signal deliberately beamed at Earth. It might come from a keen-eyed astronomer, or even an amateur with a backyard telescope, noticing an anomaly in a long-exposure photograph of a distant galaxy cluster. It might be a star that winks out of existence for no reason, or a galaxy that glows just a little too brightly in the infrared. The universe is vast, and the possibilities are endless. We are just beginning to develop the tools to truly see what's out there. The James Webb Space Telescope is just the start. Future observatories, both on the ground and in space, will be even more powerful, capable of peering deeper into the cosmic darkness with more clarity than ever before. So the next time you see a new spectacular image from deep space, don't just admire its beauty. Look closer. Let your imagination run wild. Ask yourself, is that a nebula or a shipyard? Is that a cluster of stars or the lights of a galactic metropolis? Because hidden in that image, among the billions of stars and galaxies, might just be the answer to the oldest question of all. Are we alone?